Erik Ten Hag demands that Cristiano Ronaldo apologise to the Manchester United squad to get back into good graces at Old Trafford as Christian Eriksen offers Manchester United solution to their Jaydon Sancho problem. Cristiano Ronaldo will need to apologise and show genuine contrition if he's to return to the Manchester United fold following his strop in their recent 2-0 win over Tottenham. The Portugal international refused to come on during the showdown at Old Trafford, with many, including Erik Ten Hag, believing he disrespected his teammates. And it isn't the first time the 37-year-old has faced such accusations, having been forced to issue an apology during his glittering spell at Real Madrid. But Ten Hag actually wants him to say sorry to the rest of the squad at Carrington as well. Ronaldo became the stuff of Real Madrid legend during his spell at the Bernabeu after joining from United for a huge £80 million back in the summer transfer window of 2009. The Portugal international netted 450 goals from 438 appearances for the club, firing them to 4 Champions League crowns in the process. While Ronaldo was a substantial hit at the Bernabeu, however, there was still the odd occasion when he'd make the headlines for all the wrong reasons. One such incident was in 2016 when he gave an interview saying the rest of the club's players weren't on his level. "If they were all at my level, we would be first. You always ask me these crappy questions. It seems that here in Spain, I am in the numbers do not lie. Statistics never trick you. It is easy." Afterwards, however, Ronaldo then apologized to his Real Madrid pals and insisted wires had been crossed with his comments. "When I said that, I meant the physical level, not the game. I am not better than any of my teammates," he said. Goal claimed that Ronaldo sought out teammates in the dressing room, insisting he expressed himself poorly and didn't wish to annoy any of his pals, and they appeared to accept his explanation by playing down the comments from the veteran. Now, 6 years on, Ronaldo has another apology to make. It's thought United players weren't too bothered by his strop against Tottenham, instead choosing to gleefully celebrate in the home dressing room after the game. But Ten Hag was unimpressed and wants him to show genuine contrition before welcoming him back into the fold. Ronaldo is one of the greats of the game, and if he does return to action, then United fans will be hopeful he can deliver the goods and regain his goal-scoring touch between now and the end of the season. In other news, Christian Eriksen offers Manchester United solution to their Jaydon Sancho problem. Erik Ten Hag's team selection was always going to divide opinion last weekend. Manchester United made just one change from the side that had beaten Tottenham a few days earlier, with the impressive Fred dropping to the bench for the return of Christian Eriksen. That lineup confirmed Ten Hag's preferred formation and the personnel he thought would be best suited to a 3-man midfield, as well as how important he believes summer signing Eriksen is to their tactical approach. It was extremely harsh to drop Fred after his fantastic performance against Tottenham a week ago, but it did at least highlight the growing squad depth being assembled, even if there is plenty of work to be done in that regard. Ten Hag soon asked for Fred, though. United had dominated the first half of the match but lacked energy in midfield after Chelsea had introduced Mateo Kovacic from the bench. It was a simple decision to counteract that with the introduction of the hard-working Fred, and an even simpler one to remove the underperforming Jaydon Sancho to make room for him. Sancho delivered yet another underwhelming performance, appearing devoid of ideas and clearly lacking in confidence. He doesn't deserve to be starting matches and wouldn't be doing so if there wasn't a striker shortage that has seen Marcus Rashford deployed through the middle instead of on the left. In an ideal world, United would have Anthony Martial fit and firing in the central role, with Antony and Rashford flanking him on the wings. That has rarely been a luxury afforded to Ten Hag this season. With recurring injury worries for Martial and continued uncertainty surrounding Cristiano Ronaldo's future at the club, it is quite clear United need to have an effective backup plan in mind. They might have found one. What the weekend draw did prove was that, rather than choosing between Eriksen and Fred, Ten Hag has a way of getting them both into his side at the same time by dropping one of his wide men instead. Bruno Fernandes was repurposed to the left wing following Sancho's withdrawal, with Eriksen taking the number 10 role, and Fred dropping into a number 8 role that once again focused on pressing high to try and hassle opponents. Moving forward, there is a fair argument to suggest starting either Fernandes or Eriksen on the left, with the other starting in the attacking midfield role and Sancho being utilized as an impact substitute from the bench. It is certainly warranted based on current form, and it would also be a fitting reward for Fred given his recent performances in central midfield. The issue, once again, comes down to squad depth. Ten Hag managed to influence the game positively with his substitutes against Chelsea, and it would be wise to keep a midfield option on the bench who can make a difference when required. If they stock the starting lineup with Fernandes, Eriksen, Fred and Casemiro, then there is little scope for game-changing substitutes, with Scott McTominay being the only other senior central midfielder to have been trusted from the bench this season. The counter-argument is a pretty compelling one, though. If you can put all of your best performing players on the pitch at the same time, then you will more likely get a positive result. Either way you look at it, it is hard to make a case for Sancho keeping his place in the side based on his recent poor performances, and Ten Hag runs the risk of ridicule by sticking by a player who has yet to show any sign of real improvement under him. A change on the left wing is needed to put things right. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.